living it. That's the thing, you know, I told you all the time.
Yeah.
Like, being an artist, it's not about the end destination.
Yeah.
It's about the journey. It's about everything you did to get to that end destination, because once you're there, it's over with, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you got to appreciate all the little things you've done to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
And that's been resonating with me a lot, you know, recently. Just even doing all these different projects, it's just like it's a lot of work. It's stressful, but like I like really try to appreciate all the pain and all the stress and all the happiness, all the emotions that I'm going through. I really try to just capture that and
that's amazing.
Focus on it, because I know down the line, 10 years, I'm going to be where I want to be, and I'm going to look back at these times like, man, that was a great, you know, like, so just appreciating the moment. I think, you know, becoming an artist, it's all about, oh, I want to get my stuff out there, which is true, but I think the true art is appreciating your journey, yourself as an artist, and what you can put out in the world.
Yeah.
And like that's at your time, like your pace, like so it's like that's kind of where I'm at.
His family's good. You should be in the frame. You should be in the frame.
That's kind of where I'm at as an artist. You just, you know, do you. That's why I support your visioning with this.
Yeah,
you know,
I appreciate it, man. Thank
you gotta just really express yourself, and like you said, exposure, and that's what art is about, letting the world see what you can do. And that's where I'm at, you know, that's where I'm at, and I'm having galleries and selling NFTs and selling clothes, and it's like I'm like trying to put my art out there in so many different forms, because I just want people to see my work. It's not even about the money. The money is cool. Like I just bought myself a car. Like that's from art.
Nice.
That's from being an artist. Like it's crazy that like at 23 years old, like not even my salary, like my art money is like buying me this stuff. So it's like
it's incredible.
It's good, but it's not all about that. No. You know, I don't really give a fuck. Honestly, I'm really happy I have this car, but I still wake up with the same vision and mentality that's like, I still want my work to be worldwide. Yeah. I still want everyone to see this.
Yes.
I don't even care if they like it or not. Like,
it's
I just want people to see it.
Out there. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
I understand that. That's really cool. So I want to hear a little. We're rolling, right?
Oh yeah,
this is all good. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
No, dude. That was like I like didn't want to fucking say anything. That was fucking amazing. Like I didn't have to ask questions or anything. Like, and that's one of the things is like I feel like when you're really an artist, like you can't help when somebody like pushes that button of being an artist. You're like, this is what it's about for me, and I love it, and it's amazing, and I want to tell everybody about it and get everybody to know about it, and it's the most amazing thing. So
passion
like,
is real.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing, and it drives you through like thick and thin and these crazy obstacles, and it keeps you going, and I think that's amazing. So I was just like entranced by that, man. I just wanted to hear that. That was great. I love that. So I do want to dive in a little bit more. Like you were talking about Chicago and how much that means to you and where you're from. So I'd love to hear more about that. Like tell me about Chicago and how that impacts your art.
You see Chicago right here. Like
this is Chicago right here.
Like born in Chicago, raised in Chicago for most of my life. Chicago is a huge part of who I am as an artist. It's definitely my identity, and you can ask anyone from Chicago that's artists. Like we're very prideful of our city. When we like to, you know, stick together. And all my influences are all Chicago people. We have Kanye West, Virgil, you know, Don C, and these are some people I work with. So it's like a cool thing to be from the city of Chicago, and then you come out here to LA or you go to New York and you say you're from Chicago, and people are like, oh, you're from Chicago, and it's like it's another level of respect, but as it should be, because like to get out of that, dude. Anyways, that's a different story, but
it's a Midwest.
It's a thing.
People brush it off.
You know, it's just like you get it.
They underestimate, dude. I know, like with Detroit, like I'm not from Detroit, but I grew up outside Detroit. And I know that everybody just discounts it because it's in the middle of the country. But the
thing is, like, that's what makes us the artists we are, because I'm so used to being counted out or I don't have the same platform or the same opportunities as a kid from LA or a kid from New York. That's not what we are in Chicago. Chicago, we have to make it on our own. Like you gotta make it yourself and get yourself out there and push, and you gotta work twice as hard and do all this extra shit to be at the same level as a kid from LA. Who is honestly, you go to high school at fucking Beverly Hills or Palisades and you have 10,000 followers graduating. It's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So, but everyone has their own cards. I'm not knocking anyone. Everyone has their own cards dealt when they're born, you know?
Yeah.
It's how you play the game with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, from Chicago, you just got to be a little more strategic. You got to know how to move. And I apply that to my artwork. And I apply that to just everything I do, really. But specifically to the art, it's like I try to bring that street inside. Like I'm trying to converge fine art and street art. And it's been attempted, but not in the way that I'm trying to do it. And that's kind of my life goal and purpose. Like that's what I wake up every fucking morning, and that's what keeps me going. Because I realize too, like I'm a true artist. Because if I didn't have this art and shit, I'm like, dude, what am I living for when I wake up? Like I found out that like I actually wake up. The only thing that keeps me going is like starting this project or finishing this project or trying to do this. Like it's all art.
Yeah.
That's just like the Chicago in me, and it's just I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, I'm gonna make it happen no matter
Obstacles
what.
Or not.
Figure it out. That's my thing. Figuring it out. I love that. You know, you learn, you figure it out, and you make it happen. And you create shit. Like I like to create shit out of nothing too. Yeah. Like I'm so used to not having the resources, not having anything. Like literally, some of my best work happened during the pandemic when everything was boarded up and they were taking the boards down. Like my I painted two 10-foot plywood things. I've like painted like wood pallets and crates, and that's my best work. And like just kind of like using what I have. And again, that's that like Chicago like gritty mentality that making it work. You know,
I'm gonna make art and I'm gonna figure out how to make it.
Loving it and just it just turns in these passion projects and. It's crazy. And like I was telling you before, this is what, year 4 of me being an artist, like seriously. So I really don't know what to expect. I like the first year I worked with the Dodgers. I did something really crazy. Like at 18, I was working with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I was representing Los Angeles, like the artist for Los Angeles for an MLB All-Star Weekend. That was insane. I've sold a lot of like word to mouth, just from friends and family. I had 2 shows. I had a pop-up gallery on Melrose when I was 20. I had my first official gallery myself in August downtown at the Wansheimer. And I'm just like, dude, like all these things are just happening. And it's just like, it's happening so fast. Like it's just happening. And it's like, I still have a show next week. I don't know where that's going to take me. There's so many things and that's coming. It's like, dude, like I don't know, I really love this art shit, and it's my life. It's pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm saying that because I don't know where this is taking me.
And
I go day by day. You know, you just go day by day with it, and I just like enjoy the moment. Like I was saying earlier, I do want to say though, my one thing is like, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't make anything. That's my biggest thing. Like you have to make stuff. Like the moments I'm like sitting, I'm like, why isn't nothing working for me? It's because I'm not producing anything.
Yeah.
But then every time I produce something, like a door just opens. Like I don't know how. Like all these things that happen is just because I was making stuff, and it's like just produce every day, and things will work out. You know.
And you have to release, because unless people see it, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
And that's the other thing. I mean,
it's cool. It can be your diary. It can be art is definitely therapy. That's how this all started. Because I have a lot of inner pains and traumas. That's everyone. That like my escape is art. I don't think I totally black out. Like it's weird. It's like my soul is pain. I really don't think at all. Like I'm not present, and I feel better after every session. Every time I step back from a piece, it's just like. It's a different feeling. It's honestly a feeling I can't even explain. Like words can't even explain it. And that's what art is for me, dude. And you know, it'd always be that. And I'm always the one to tell people to be an artist. Everyone's an artist deep down. The thing is, I think art is very subjective. Art is accidental. Art is whatever you want it to be. You know, if you're creating it and you own that, that's your art. You know, no one can take that from you. And like that's what I try to express to everyone. Like you can do whatever you want. You can make whatever you want. Like just own it. This is you. and no one can take that from you. And you're an artist. It's as simple as that. The money
I like
doesn't
that.
mean that. You know, money
No,
doesn't
not
make
at
you an
all.
artist. No.
No.
So you believing in yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
I like that, man. So one more thing that I'm really interested in is your versatility in the way that you create. So you create physical art and you also create digital art.
I started off as a digital artist.
So you started as a digital artist
Yeah.
and then you moved to physical art.
Yeah, and then elevated that into 3D
Yeah.
art, and I don't like to categorize myself as just an artist, dude. I like to call myself a creative because I just what I do is I create. I make videos. I've modeled. I paint. I've done like so many things. Anything digitally I've done
Yeah.
and sold. Anything physically I've designed work. I've designed sets. I've just like I've acted. The thing is, dude, like anything creative, I'm just about it.
Yeah.
But I'm known for being an artist, I guess, painting. So music, I love doing music. I'm learning like I can freestyle. I'll freestyle right now if I had to, but like I can freestyle, but I'm not a rapper. So
That could be cool.
You know,
Can we get a freestyle really quick?
I was just joking.
I love a freestyle.
Oh, I could freestyle. You know, Drew and I we spit sometimes, but I'm not a rapper. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I rap. But
No,
it's
man,
crazy. I have a
that's a big
song
claim.
out. I
That's
have
a
a
big
song
claim.
on YouTube. So
Yeah.
the thing is, like, I'm not capping. Like, you go on YouTube
Yeah.
and look up one of my songs. Anyway, so
Yeah.
it's like I just like to create stuff. That's like the motto. You
I
know,
like that, man.
yeah. That's kind of
And
where
you
I'm
found
going.
your place to like do your thing
Yeah, it's
and
like
do it well.
my thing. I got to this point because I was trying to focus on one thing, but I just can't. It's like I have ADHD with it. It's like I start this one project, but while I'm doing it, I'm thinking it's like, oh, let me go start that project, and because this is money, and it's just like, oh yeah, and then and I just like to push everything at once.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do. That's why I work in finance and I'm an artist, because I like to just push everything at once. You know,
Yeah.
work hard now, we'll sleep later.
Yeah. I like that. That sounds good. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. You've been very generous with it so
Appreciate
far.
it, man.
Man, I love everything that you said, and like it's incredible what you've been able to achieve. So thank you for coming and
Well, thank you
talking
for
with
having
me. Thank you for
Yeah,
being
sure.
a part of
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Thank you for wearing the black t-shirt.
Exactly.
Thank you for keeping the black t-shirt because that is yours now. If
I
you want
appreciate
it,
that.
yeah, dude. Or
you.
we will get you the large size if that is what you prefer.
That's
We'll hook you up with whatever you want. But yeah, dog. Thank you so much for
Appreciate
coming.
you, man.
I appreciate it
Seriously.
so much. Yeah, and it was wonderful talking with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Seriously.
Until next time.
Until next time.